This is how you stop attracting little boys and start attracting men. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Dr. Nicole. I wanted to do this reaction video. This is actually one, I'm going to break this down. Let's just look at it first. I saw this on TikTok, so I am going to just hit play and we're going to dig in.
I'm not a woman, but if I was a woman, I'm not opening my door. I'm not paying at a restaurant. I'm not choosing where to go eat. I'm not making the plans for the evening. If I was a woman, I would demand that I be treated like a queen, to be honored, respected, cherished, and valued. I would demand it because my standards would be so high for my life that the only man that could possibly ever think of being with me is a man that is fully in his masculine. And that's when you stop attracting little boys and you start attracting real men, is when you decide that you're worth it. I'm not a
All right. Look, I was about to play that again. I think he spoke a word, and I want to break down the key elements of what he said, because I know a lot of times we talk about what does it mean to settle and not settle? What are, like, is chivalry dead and things like that? He said a few key things, and I'm going to start with the end thing, the last part, right? At the end, the conclusion is you have to decide that you're worth it. And that's how you ultimately attract what you want and need. And that decision, that level of confidence is a key part of your femininity. You will hear me say over and over on this channel, your femininity is not just this thing that's on the surface. It really is an inner job. And so when we as women say that we can only be feminine in the presence of a man who's first masculine and so on and so forth, the key is not whether a man is not going to determine whether I can be feminine or not. But the key is, who are you bringing into your circle? If you're bringing someone who's not truly in his masculine and ready to meet you to the same level that you're in your feminine, then the key is to stop entertaining. Stop being with someone who's going to drain you of your right to your feminine energy, right? So we don't want to make it contingent on a man, but what we want to say is we want to be in a place of deciding that we are worth it, so that we can only attract and entertain those men that are meeting the standard. And I love the level. I think his name is Danny Morell. I don't know if I'm not sure who he is, but someone sent me this video, and I like that his level of confidence. So ladies, you see that that's a part of masculinity that we need to take on. He had a level of assuredness and confidence that he even transferred into imagining if he were a woman and what he wouldn't settle for. And settling, again, it had nothing to do with compromising or acknowledging that no one is perfect. We're all a work in progress. He talked about not settling on things that would diminish his worth, things that would diminish. So it's that sense of not allowing your worth to be downplayed. And he said, he talked about the things that he would need to see in the beginning, right? Because when you're first getting to know somebody, of course, you don't know their deeper qualities, but there's certain things that they're going to display in the beginning from the outset. They give you an indication of their deeper qualities. So someone that would treat him, I'm saying him, but he's talking as if he were a woman. So someone that would treat her like the queen that she is, so that she could turn around and treat him like the king that he is. You see, right? If everybody came to the table really tapped into their masculine and their respective energies, either masculine or feminine, and they displayed those, that would be a much better situation than each person saying, that's like a masculine man saying, well, I can't be masculine unless she's feminine. No, it's a part of who you are. The same way that as a woman, your femininity, your feminine energy, if you're tapped into it, it's a part of who you are. And so what he's saying is, if he were a woman, he wouldn't allow someone to diminish that. And he wouldn't settle for a situation. He wouldn't attract or entertain situations where that wasn't valued and respected. And so, in his case, what he's saying, and I totally agree with this, when you want to attract someone who's in a mode of being able to protect and to provide and to be considerate, you have to be in a space of allowing that to unfold and of receiving. So, when it comes to going out, hey, let that person make the plans, let them show that they've taken initiative. Let them, you want a protector? Let him show that he's going to open the door for you, that he understands chivalry, that he doesn't just let the door slam behind you or act rude to people or diminish you in any way, right? Those are things that little boys do. Grown men know how to value and respect a woman, especially a woman who is able to rest in her feminine. So, ladies, the way that you truly attract and a masculine man and not a little boy, it has to do with what you entertain. It has to do with the decision you make to understand your worth and your value, and you really being observant of the little behaviors, the qualities that show somebody's mindset and their mentality. Okay. And just so we're clear, don't mistake this with somebody has to be perfect, because you sure enough are not perfect. None of us are. Don't mistake this for not knowing how to compromise and communicate in a relationship, not knowing how to give grace and leeway. But please understand that it's about not entertaining people who are immature, people who may want, somebody could flash a lot of money to you. That does not mean that they are worthy to you, worthy of you, or worthy for you. Protection includes emotional protection, it includes emotional maturity, it includes consideration. Okay. So a truly evolved man will be able to demonstrate those qualities. So if you haven't already, follow this guy, Danny Morell, and let him tell you this is a time that a lot of times I'll say, ladies, a man can't teach us how to be feminine, how to be a woman. But we could tap into a little bit of what he said, which is that confidence to know your worth and your value and how you want to be treated. Okay, ladies, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notifications bell so you see all the next videos, like and share. And don't forget to hit me in the comments. What do you think? How do you use your feminine energy to really show and demonstrate your value and your worth? All right, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.